Oh, dude, your last name is Stark.
It's not a
Oh,
bad
you've
name.
used that. You've used that your whole life. You had to.
It is. It's nice now because before it used to be only like nerdy people would know because like comic book people or people that had read the Game of Thrones novels, but now like everyone knows it, so it's fantastic. It's like becoming better at with age. I guess maybe just like me. I don't know. I can't tell.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining me today. I've got Pedro Kos, Brittany O'Grady, and EJ Bonilla talking about In Our Blood, which comes to theaters on October 24th, 2025. It is a documentary style horror thriller that has a really fun cast, great practical effects, and a mystery that builds throughout. I am very excited to talk to you about this movie and hear more about how it was made. So thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you
Pleasure, dude. Thank you.
for being here.
Of course. So, I guess, I'm wondering how you all got involved in this. I guess I'll start with Pedro because that's kind of like the most natural person to start with. How did you get involved in this project? How did you find this script and what about it like made you want to do this film?
Well, that's a great question. Well, actually, it started over 10 years ago.
We
My
both probably had hair then, right? That was
We
a long
did,
time.
yes. In different positions. The hair was up north. But my a dear friend, manager, and one of the producers on the film, Aaron Kogan, approached me with a draft of this script of an extraordinary talented writer, Mallory Westfall, who had written for Fear the Walking Dead and Chucky um, and Aaron and Stephen Klein had been developing this story. It was, and actually, Aaron and I went to college together, and we made films in college. Actually, this is one of them. And he was like, I think this is your should be your first fiction film. And I read it, and I devoured the script. It was just I couldn't put it down. It was like I read it in a heartbeat, and um. I was actually a little trepidatious. I was like, "Oh my God, this is so good!" But am I the right person? He's like, "No, you're. I don't know if I can do genre right, do this justice." But he says, "No, this is exactly why this, why you should do this film." And so um, I met with Stephen and Mallory and Aaron, and we talked about the story and the film we began developing. I was excited to dive in and kind of collaborate with Mallory and really kind of work on the characters and all that. And so we started working together for a long period of time, for many years, on the script whenever we had some free time. And yeah, that's how it all began. And for me, it was really a way. I was one of the things that I was blown away with the story was that a way to look at our own world. I felt it was almost kind of like a natural continuation of the documentary work that that I feel passionate about, that I've done. And it was a way to look at our own world and see the humanity that we're not seeing
Yeah.
on every day. And so that really kind of became our North Star. And that became the North Star of all the collaborators, extraordinary collaborators, including these two extraordinary actors that are here today.
No, I love it. And I love how you like devoured the script
We
almost
all
like it was a drug that you kind of had to, that you couldn't control yourself.
Exactly, right?
So Brittany and EJ, how did you get involved in this? And I'm kind of curious, you know, did you know the kind of like conclusion of the film before you started reading the script, or did you kind of like go on the journey along the way and kind of have that big reveal, as you were learning about this? I guess we'll start with you, Brittany.
It was revealed to me when I read the script, when it got put in my email, and I had to reread it again because I couldn't believe the ending. I called my team. I was like, "Is this real?"
hmm
I was like, "This is crazy." I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And then I had a meeting with Pedro, and he was just wonderful. I was impressed with his work. I watched his work multiple times. I made other people watch it. Um, I so I just became uh, a fan and I was on board. And not only is he an incredible director, but he's an incredible person. And so that's how I got involved there.
Awesome. EJ, what about you?
Also, forgive me, guys. I don't know if my internet's messing up, but if I pause, that's why. Um,
As
There we
pause.
go. That's a really nice way to just get out of the interview.
Oh,
Guys, he's eating cereal in the back. Honest to God, I've said it many times before, but I screamed out loud when I read it. I was like, "What? Get holy sh! When did that fucking happen?" And I've told my team.
He was just speechless when he read the script.
Exactly.
yeah.
Did I pause again, or can you
Yeah, you
guys hear
did.
me the whole time?
You
You
told
said
your
your
team
team.
and then blank.
Fucking shit. I don't know what's going on. But I told my team it's one of the best scripts I've read in a really long time. It's a work of art, truly, and getting to play with these guys was just the biggest blessing. Like I also met with Pedro, and when you meet with the director, you hope that you have shared energy that we're gonna make something good together because I think that partnership is so important. And he's a fucking actor's director. He's brilliant. It's
That's
so
awesome.
easy to play with these guys. I love it.
That's awesome. No, I'm glad that everyone kind of like had the same reaction that I had when I saw the end. I was like, what? And then I went back and rewatched the film. I was like, oh, like there are little breadcrumbs here that I completely didn't
Cool.
notice because I'm not observant apparently, but they're all there as well. Um, Pedro, you talked about how, this was kind of like a nice way to kind of like transition into a feature film from your documentary background. So I'm curious, Brittany and EJ, was there anything different you had to do because of the kind of like documentary style here? Did you, prepare for your scenes a little differently, or was it's all behind the camera anyway, so you just kind of like, you know, acted the way you normally would, just with a kind of a different lens? We'll start with you, EJ, until you stall out.
Fair enough. No, for me, it was an entirely different experience. There is a different dynamic that happens. One, when you're behind the camera, but two, when you're finding a way to dance with your cinematographer. Like there were a few moments where I did get to hold the camera myself, and I'm very excited about that because I love cinematography and I'm a filmmaker. Uh, but finding a way to connect with Camilo, our DP, so that he understands what Danny's going through and Danny understands what the camera needs to do, and finding the balance in that, I feel like there should be a class on that. I feel like we did something that I've never seen other people ever do before. Like there's a scene it's City of Hope, right? Community of Hope.
Community of Hope, yeah.
But what do we call it in the film? I
We call
forget.
it the Hoopa Clinic.
There you go. There's a scene that gets a little intense in that clinic that I won't spoil, but that moment for me was like a highlight of the entire film because we're walking in and I'm right behind Camilo, but I'm connecting with my partner, Brittany, on the other side of the camera. And then chaos happens and I have to grab the camera from Camilo and use my outstretched hand. So now you see me in frame and put the camera down and then rush into the scene. And all of that is wild when,
Wild.
Yeah.
you know, but then as an actor as well, you don't normally on film, you get multiple coverages, multiple takes of each coverage and all that. But for us, it's a little different because there's one camera, right?
Yeah.
So getting to like actually rehearse, actually talk to the actor,
Yeah.
having that time was a blessing.
Yeah.
Brittany, do you want to add anything or?
No, I completely agree with EJ. It was such a unique and fun experience, and it was a very grounding experience being able
Mm.
to film that way, and it felt very real. So I think that's kind of what I think hopefully made the performances realistic. Um, and yeah, I, yeah, EJ said it all.
That's awesome. No, it definitely does have a unique kind of style to it that I thought was a fun change from your regular kind of like thriller horror films. I know we have limited time. Just one last question. Have any of you ever had like a blood type food, like blood sausage, blood pudding? Maybe you like your steaks insanely rare. And we can start with Pedro.
Yeah, I mean all of the above. So I've had blood sausage. I've had rare steaks. I'm from Brazil, and we have our churrascos, churrascarias, which are our um, where steaks come in rare. I'm eating less and less red meat nowadays. But yeah, all of the above, and yeah, it's quite an experience. I'm more on the like I'm a sugar addict, to be honest. I love my sweets. And as these guys can attest, and our churro truck on set also can attest. But, yeah.
Well, we
Yeah,
all have our
put the
vices.
churro down, Pedro. We're making a movie. Put it down and direct us. Jesus Christ.
Nope, not gonna have it.
All right, EJ, what about you? Do you have a blood churro? Do you have any sort of a blood food?
A blood churros. I love a blood churro. So good. Seasoned. Morcilla is a blood sausage in Puerto Rico that my family loves, and I've never really, when you're little and they tell you what's in it, you're like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. It's pig intestines and pig blood? No, I'm good. But I hear it's delicious. And no, nothing overly bloody for me. I make a good steak. My brother taught me how to make a medium rare steak, so I enjoy it.
Perfect.
Also,
Brittany,
it's
what
not
about
really
you?
blood, though.
Oh,
Oh.
we lost TJ. There you are.
It was
Just keep
fine.
going.
Great last point.
Blood oranges.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
I
Perfect.
was like, I was just thinking, you saw my face, I was like, blood. What? A blood orange is I think, when I eat steak, I rarely ever eat steak. It will be medium.
But that blood orange gets the blood and that sugar, so Pedro's gonna just buy a whole bunch of them now.
Exactly. Except for my acid reflux, which that will trigger.
Oh, same.
Get-
Same.
I'm right there with you. Getting old, man. It's
Yeah.
what happens.
Sucks.
No,
Yeah,
it's
really.
not getting old. It's just gut health. We got to fix it. Everything's okay.
Help
Mhm.
me.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
No more
that
sugar.
that fixing that gut takes a lot more work as time
know.
goes on.
I
So
know.
everyone, make sure to get your favorite blood-based snacks, blood oranges, blood sausage, bloody steaks, and check out In Our Blood, which comes to theaters on October 24th, 2025. This is Pedro Kos, Brittany O'Grady, and EJ Bonilla. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Great chatting with you.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Okay, thanks.
Tony Stark's brother's awesome. He's really cool.
I know, right?
Tell him to send me some more money. Times are tough. Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Thank
Thank you.